With summer just around the corner, this is perfect for your picnic basket, and it's absolutely spot on with a chilled glass of Prosecco. Today I'm cooking my Mediterranean-inspired frittata, although some of you might think it's a crustless quiche. I'm not sure there's that much difference. Shall we find out? Hi there, good to see you. How's it going? Welcome back to Chef Archie's Easy Recipes food channel, and thanks for joining me for today's Mediterranean-inspired video presentation. About 35 years ago, my children's grandma, who was Spanish, taught me how to do a Spanish tortilla omelette by frying some potatoes and some onions with some salt and pepper and adding some eggs. It was unbelievable. A few years later, people started talking about the Italian frittata. I thought to myself, there isn't much difference, but there is. The Spanish tortilla is quite specific with ingredients, whereas the frittata is whatever you have by you. Two of my favourite ingredients are butternut squash and spinach. Butternut squash can be really hard to prepare, especially if you're getting on, like I am. In the description box, there's a link to a bonus video showing you a little bit of a hack, I think they call it, how to make it really easy. And two of my favourite cheeses are Parmesan and mozzarella. So I've thrown those together with some peppers, onions, tomatoes, potatoes, a few mixed herbs and some chili flakes. And I've produced an absolutely fabulous summer frittata. We really enjoyed it with a big crisp salad and a big chunk of garlic bread. Let's have a look to see how easy this dish is, shall we? Got my hands on some really good quality Greek olive oil. Got about 4 tablespoons of that with a big chunk of butter. I'm mixing the two because I want the butteriness to get into the omelette, and obviously I've got to use olive oil. In with some cubed potatoes and some cubed butternut squash, a couple of varieties of onions there, some red bell peppers, some Italian seasoning, and some chili flakes. What we're going to do now is, over a medium heat in the wok, we're going to cook this for about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, I'm using the wok because it gives you guys a good view, and it means I don't make a mess. So after 10 or 12 minutes, I'm going to make a little space in the centre and pour in about 4 tablespoons of water. Then I'm going to put my lid on a low flame and leave it for about 10 minutes, the lowest flame you have. Once I take the lid off, it's pretty much cooked. I'm not going to say it's completely cooked. It's probably 90%, but don't forget this is going in the oven later on. And you can see that the liquid is completely evaporated. And what's happened is we've got a little bit of caramelization going on our cubed vegetables. And obviously that's going to add to the flavour, invaluable flavour. Caramelization, anything is going to be amazing. Don't forget my Himalayan pink salt that I'm a big fan of. And in goes some pre-cooked spinach. You can use fresh, but we must make sure all that liquid is out. I've used pre-cooked. I think I might have used frozen. Try and mix the spinach in as best you possibly can. And those chunks won't break up because don't forget, they're not completely cooked. I'm going to throw in my mozzarella that I've cut into small pieces. And my heat's off. I should have said that. My heat has been turned off. My mozzarella's going in. I'm going to toss it into the veg and pop it to one side. Right, here's my frying pan. This is what we're going to make it in. There's some olive oil. I'm going to return all my solids from the wok into my frying pan. I'm going to put the heat on low to medium, and I'm going to just gently mix everything together so it's all spread out nice and evenly. And once it is, turn the heat right down to low, and then I'm going to throw in my egg mixture. Don't forget, there is a small amount of baking powder in there just to make it extra fluffy. Now I'm going to just move it around to make sure the egg mixture is nicely evenly distributed around the pan. Now I'm going to chuck my huge quantity of Parmesan on. Parmesan or Parmigiano Reggiano, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to gently sink the Parmesan into the egg. And then you'll see, I'm going to give it about 3 minutes just to start. I'm then going to plunge my cherry tomatoes about halfway up into my pan of eggy goodness. colours are just spellbinding. In the oven, it goes for about 20 minutes on about 165C 325F. And how about that? Can you see the way the Parmesan has got all golden brown on the top? And I just love the way it's so cute, the way the tomatoes just sticking their head up above the surface of the frittata. It really is absolutely fabulous. It's one of my favourite things. I'm not vegetarian, but I love frittata. Can you see how effortlessly it glides off the pan onto my plate? And there's the interior, a wonderful jewelled surface of different colours, almost an artistic expression of this marbling effect we have. It really is a fabulous dish. I'm over the moon with the outcome, and my God, didn't we enjoy it? It's my Mediterranean-inspired frittata, everyone, or is it a crustless quiche? Answers will be in the description box below with the ingredients. Hey everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to smash that like button, it's huge for us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with your friends. We need to spread the love. Now, with regarding comments, if you want to insult me, do so, but don't make it too harsh. My skin seems to be getting thinner as I get older. Any questions you have, I will answer them to the best of my ability. Absolutely spectacular. I can't wait. I'm going to get stuck into this because I'm ravenous. I'll see you guys very, very soon.